Hello, beautiful humans. I miss you a lot, and my jury duty should be over soon. Today, you're going to be working on this handout. This handout is called Apportionment Hamilton Method, U2, D7. I'm going to be explaining a portion of this handout to you. You are going to do this table on your own without me. Follow the directions about using division. You're going to be dividing this number by this number, and so on. I am going to be now showing you these steps, which are on the bottom of page 1. So just remind yourself to go finish the top of page 1 later if you didn't do it yet. Please follow along with me on the bottom of page 1. These are the steps for what's called the Hamilton method of apportionment. Okay, in our example, we have a country that has two states, A and B. State A has 75 people living in it. State B has 25 people living in it for a total of 100 people in the whole country. Step 1 says find the percent represented by each state as a decimal. So to find a percent, you have to do the thing you're talking about divided by the total. So for state A, that's 75 people divided by the total, which is 100. Plug that in the calculator, you'll get 0.75. Then do the same thing for state B, 25 divided by 100 gives us a decimal of 0.75. We have now done step 1. Step 2, multiply that percent by the total representatives, which we call N, as in noodle. They're always going to tell you what your N is. It will change every single time. In this example, our N was 5. Again, they will tell you the new N, the new total representatives every single time. For this example, it's 5. So step 2, multiply the percent by your total representative. So I'm going to do 0.75 times 5 in the calculator, and that gives me 3.75. And then I'm also going to do 0.25, 0.25 times 5, and that gives me 1.25. Okay, so now I already did step 2. Step 3, split the resulting numbers into integers and remainders. That is more complicated than it sounds. We've used a lot of math language there. Integer just means the number before the decimal. So 3.75, the integer is 3. The remainder is 0.75. What about 1.25? The integer part is 1. The remainder is 0.25. Okay, that was step 3. Step 4, apportion. That just means give out just the whole number integer only. Okay, so we're giving 3 representatives to state A. We're giving 1 representative to state B. That's a total of 4 representatives. But we know that we have 5 total because they told us. So we have 1 more to give away. Sometimes we might have more than 1 to give away. We have 1 more to give away. So how do we do that? Well, the Hamilton method says you're going to take the remaining representatives. In this case, there's just 1 left. And you're going to give them to the highest remainder. And then if you have more than 1, go to the next highest, and so on. So out of these 2 remainders, 0.75 and 0.25, 0.75 is the bigger one. So I'm going to take the 3 I already had from here, and then I'm going to add 1 because they had the higher remainder. And I'm going to take the 1 I already had here and leave it there. 4 for state A plus 1 for state B is indeed 5. So we are done apportioning. That is the Hamilton method. We've done all 5 steps. So your job now is to use these 5 steps to finish the rest of the packet. Okay. You are going to have more than 1 day for this packet. However, I want to make sure that you're working while I'm gone, which I appreciate so much. So I will be checking next time I see you to make sure that you did an appropriate amount of work on this packet. Should have several pages done next time I see you, and then you'll get a chance to finish the packet. So a whole period's worth of work should be done next time I see you because you're about to work for the rest of the period. So again, you're just using these 5 steps. I'll start you off here. We want the percent as a decimal, which requires finding the total. You're going to need to divide in order to find the percent. The directions here say 4 numbers after the decimal. There's going to be 4 numbers here. I'm leaving them blank because I want you to do the work on your own. You're then going to multiply that decimal times 37 in this case. They tell you it's 37. And then write your answer with 1 number after the decimal, as it says here. And then continue to do your work using these 5 steps. If you have any questions, feel free to message me. I'll try to answer you, but also feel free to work together, and definitely rewatch this video if you need to rewatch it. I miss you very much, and I will see you soon.